So today we're going to be turning these into a mealworm breeder. Okay, so welcome back to Jack's Mini Zoo, and today we're going to be turning these boxes into a mealworm breeder. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so what I have here, this is just a garden. No, this is what you got. This is what you get from the supermarket that have mushrooms in. So what I'm going to be doing is cutting a little square out and putting this fly mesh on the bottom. This is where the beetles are going to go. So these beetles right here. These beetles are the mealworm beetles, so that's what the mealworms will eventually turn into. So by having this mesh here on the bottom, they will plant the eggs, and the eggs will fall through into this larger container. So this is where the mealworms will be. So then what I will do is, if I see any beetles in this little place, I'll pick the beetles up and just put them in there, and it's as simple as that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, so I've already cut the mesh out to size of the mushroom container. So now I'm going to be cutting a little square out from the mushroom container. Okay, so because it's very thin plastic, I'm just going to be using a knife. There's just the hole there. So now what I'm going to do is just put the mesh over that hole, as you can see there. So now you may think how the mesh is going to stay there, but what I'm going to do now is put oats in there, so they've got like kind of a base. So then the oats will actually keep this mesh in place. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding the oats. So these are just normal oats that you would use for either porridge or baking. So you just want a thin layer just to cover all of the mesh, and you don't want it too high because you don't want the beetles escaping. So now this, it fits. So I've made it so it perfectly fits in this tub. You can use any tub really, that you just need to make sure it fits, or you can screw it in place if it doesn't fit perfectly. But mine does fit perfectly. So now I've done that. Now I'm just going to add the rest of the oats into this one where the mealworms will be. So the oats will be a constant source of food for the mealworms, but you do also want to provide fresh greens and other vegetables and fruit for them, because it's just good for them. And watery fruit, so you've always got a constant water supply. So now you don't want it too deep where the eggs will be, because otherwise the eggs will just get stuck. So there we go. And that is perfect. So that's what you want it to look like, really. Just as simple as that. And now it's time to add all the beetles and mealworms. So here I have my old colony of beetles. So I'm just going to shake them up into there. So there we go. So I've added the beetles now. They're just going to run around and they might start digging. And now I'm going to add the mealworms. I only have a few mealworms, but because the breeding system I had before wasn't as good, but this one will be much better and effective. So I'm just going to add them. And they'll just disappear slowly. And then also on the side of that, you want just a little pot to put all the pupae in. So when you see the pupae in the mealworm enclosure, just take them out, put them in the pot. Once they become beetles, put the beetles in there. And that's how to do a mealworm breeder, and it's as simple as that. So thank you for watching Jack's Mini Zoo. Like and subscribe if you haven't already for more content, and I'll see you next time.